ladies and gentlemen, here we are backstage, Hex Fight Series 36, with none other than the king of autism. It's Colby Thicknesse, mate. Welcome.
Hello.
Mate, I saw you shaking hands with your boy Emrah Hekimoglu. How dare you do that to Australian MMA? That was the biggest rivalry of all time.
I know, and it's a shame that we didn't get to fulfill it inside the cage, but no, all joke aside, he's obviously just like plays a character, does this thing. He's in Hex, I'm in UFC, like it is what it is.
Don't you do the same character?
No, that's just my special, unique character. It's just me day-to-day living.
Oh, Mr. Renato Subotic.
Ask my best mate.
Do you get along with him?
Fuck no.
Why don't you like Renato Subotic?
Oh, brother, I'm sure we've all seen the Instagram comments and we know what goes on. I know everybody inside the scene knows what they think of him. Like, he can have his social media presence and whatnot, but everybody in this venue, everybody in Australia may know what he's really like.
That was a little tense, wasn't it?
Well, it was the first time he looked at me since it was backstage.
Are you going to have a word to him?
What?
Are you going to have a word to him?
Oh, if he wants to have a word to me, Ken, I've told him very clearly how I feel about him.
Why are you so mad about him?
You
don't get mad about anyone.
I don't get mad about people. Well, he's just a bit of a snake, bro. Like, he's done things to... His example was a long time ago, but we let him into the camp. He helped be a body, I guess. Like, he wasn't contributing or anything, really just a body for us. We did a war work session specifically in Volk's camp for Aldo. Closed session. He's a part of it. He's had the privilege, and he goes out on Fox Sports and tries to show our Tuesday night class on a Thursday night saying, oh, here's what I think Volk's going to do against Aldo. So it's just snaky shit like that, bro. Like,
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was the start of it. Then obviously there was more things between that, but ever since then I've been very sort of someone just keep at arm's length. I know many nice. I don't have many bad things to say about many people, as most people know, but I got nothing nice to say about him.
No, you don't. Is that why we saw, the stuff with you and Cooper Royale in the comments and stuff like that?
Yeah, well, not necessarily to do with Renato. It was more just I was trying to get case of a fight. And at the end of the day, Cooper, all respect to him, like I got nothing against the kid personally, but you can't go around saying that you'll fight anybody in that when you get contracts given to you and you say no to fighters. If you say no one's going to fight you at flyweight, cool, I might believe that no one wants to fight you, but you can't go around saying nobody's in Australia wants to fight you, because I've got a guy fighting co-main event who would very like to fight you.
Well, what's your sort of thoughts in you made it to the UFC, right? Yeah. You fought some tough guys, but you also had to kind of go the fucking Bali route, and the route that you're not necessarily proud of, type thing, but you're obviously fucking uber talented, and you fought who you fought with, and you train who you train with, and you're obviously a UFC talent. But kind of, if you could talk to guys, you got Kasib, who kind of feels like he's having to do the same thing, but almost fighting lesser talent. Do you talk to Kasib about that? Does the sort of opinions of people in the comments, do they bother you? Like, what's your thoughts on that whole process?
I don't think it's don't get me wrong, if you're going out and you're just beating people who aren't on your level and you make your career out of that, once you get to the UFC, you're going to get exposed. I guarantee people who watched my last couple of fights thought when I was going in against Taporia, I was going to get slept in around. And I obviously didn't. I got to hold my own on the highest level. So I think in our situation, same with Cooper, like there was no one for him to fight. They got a bit different. Me and Casey were fighting guys who at least winning records, not 0-8 or whatever it was.
0-8 was a bit wild.
Yeah, but besides that, I think like as long as you're testing yourself against the best guys, you can't find a fight. Not every single fight you make to the UFC has to be a 3 to 5 round war with the best guy in the country. You have to pick your fights. I'm not saying pick easy fights, but you can't go war. You need to build yourself properly, because you see so many guys get into the UFC is a perfect example. They're on that run, they fight killer after killer, 3 fights in the cut, and their career's over.
Well, what's your thoughts then? You had Taporia. Yep. It was obviously not the fight that the way you wanted it to go, but it was still a nice showing. Do you wish you spent more time on the regional scene, or are you happy with how it went?
I think this next fight will really showcase that I do belong in there. Don't get me wrong, if I was able to have a record of 10-0 or something, that would be better if I got to travel a little bit more, because once you're in the UFC, there's no easy fights. It's the highest level, it's do or die. Like, you lose 2 or 3 in a row, you're cut. You miss weight, you're cut. There's lots of reasons they can get rid of you. So it would have been better to have that experience, but hey, just because it's better doesn't mean it was right. And I think it's what happened for me, it was right. And come September in Perth, I can showcase it.
Is there a bit of pressure there? Because, you're always carrying the fucking Volk's training partner. He's only in there because of Volk, blah, 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 blah. Like, you must hear that, right?
Yeah, definitely. But I also think Volk didn't fight any of my fights. He didn't have my image career. He didn't have my professional career. He helped me me get to where I am by training, but at the end of the day, when that cage door shuts, it's me and my opponent actually inside that cage of a rep. So all the help and everything like that, they can say that, but realistically, I got myself there, and the people surrounding me helped me. Even with like the whole UFC thing, like Ilya's manager reached out. Obviously, Volk helped because he had a contact for Shelby and that, but it wasn't like, oh, Volk just rang Sean and said, hey, I want my mate in the UFC, put him in, sort of thing.
Did you end up signing with Ilya's manager, or?
Definitely not. Imagine how that would have went down.
Well, I mean, now you've got your opportunity, the sort of the shine of Volk's training partner, the Colby bullshit, that's sort of over. You kind of really are out on your own this one. Do you feel the pressure?
Honestly, not really. If anything, I felt it was more pressure on my debut. Maybe because I just put so much pressure on myself, at least my UFC debut. Like, realistically, if I went out there and I beat Topuria, especially in a good way, I would have been off to the moon in that, but it didn't happen that way. So I've got to rebuild myself, restart my career off my first professional loss and start building from here. So I think it's almost like a fresh slate for me.
And now, as we sort of discussed, not just... In fact, your fight camp is happening right now, and is Joe Lopez not half naked in a pool in Vegas with Craig Jones?
No comment.
How do you feel about that? He wouldn't do that to Volk.
No comment. I plead for fifth. Joe can enjoy his time. He's put in his hard yards. He's allowed to go and enjoy himself with the boys.
I mean, I'm not one for stirring shit. I would never. I would never. But do you not feel like? I mean, like, in all seriousness, how do you plan a camp when your head coach is away? He's allowed time off, but like, how do you plan that?
Well, our camp is super structured it's only 6 weeks. It's short, but it's super high intensity. So all my sessions are planned out. I got my sparring partners ready. I got my training partners ready for the session. So it's pretty much just like, at this stage, just like clockwork. I like to think I'm like a player, and I just have a bunch of controllers, and I just give a controller to each coach, and they just tell me what to do. I don't think, I just do what they say.
Plus, Tara Long's she's the real brains, eh? No, mate, just talk about UFC Fight Night in Perth. Predictions going in. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough first round as always for me. He's super explosive and strong, but I think when I start mixing up my wrestling, the kicks, the looks, and the fakes, I'm going to crumble him. I'm going to push for a finish if it presents itself, but if it doesn't, then I expect to go out and dominate. And
we talked about your contract recently, but do you have more fights on that? Is this it? Is this do or die?
I don't think so, no.
That means no.
No. I don't read them. I just get told that I signed this and that. I was like, sweet, I'll sign it.
All right, mate. Colby Thicknesse, best of luck come September, and hopefully you can build your own legacy instead of being Volk's little mini-me.
Or the autistic kid from MMA.
No, you'll always be that.